Campaigners fighting to prevent work on the M3 extension from going ahead are today preparing for confrontation. They've set up a permanent camp in the path of the planned route through Twyford Down. From today, construction workers can legally bulldoze the area. However, the protesters say they intend to stop the work, as Sonia Legg reports.
Martin Battershall has spent the past 2 days eating and sleeping in the mud. He's a student who's travelled from Exeter to try and prevent the M3 extension going ahead as planned. He's one of a dedicated corps of conservationists who've set up a permanent camp in the path of the planned motorway route.
We feel very strongly about this, and we're very enthusiastic about what we're doing. And there's been no question of anyone here wanting to go.
What will it actually take to move you on?
It will take, I suppose, the arm of the law.
The camp is situated on water meadows which are rich in plant and wildlife. For years the site was protected, but at midnight last night that status expired. The bulldozers, which are already at work just yards away, can now legally move onto the land. The campaigners say the government will be committing political suicide if they do.
If they want to remove us, they can clearly try. We're content that the political backlash that will occur if they do that will be such that the road in itself will never get built through Twyford Down.
This morning, construction workers began preliminary work on the site, but for motorists desperate to see an end to traffic queues, there's still a long way to go. The protesters say it will be several months before the road development reaches the point of no return. None of the protected sites have yet been touched, and the protesters say they'll keep fighting until there's nothing left to fight for.
Once it's gone, it's gone. That's the way we look at it. If we give up on this, it goes forever. So we'll stay here as long as we can.
Sonia Legg, TVS News, Twyford Down.
A married woman who staged her own kidnap has been given a 3-month suspended jail sentence for wasting police time. Carolyn Mansfield, who's 28, from Burfield Common in Berkshire, made the story up to conceal the fact that she'd been having 2 affairs. A man is recovering in hospital after he was seriously injured in a sponsored abseiling competition in Worthing. Clive Chatwell fell 150 feet from a tower block in the causeway. He's being treated at Southampton General Hospital. There have been more arson attacks on the Moulscombe estate in Bratton. A minibus was set alight, the second fire in 2 days on the estate. The vehicle was completely burnt out. Earlier in the week, police were called in after a caravan was deliberately set on fire in the Stonecross Road area. Last week, Moulscombe was the scene of rioting. British Rail is to be prosecuted under the Control of Pollution Act after 2 heavy-duty batteries polluted a drainage ditch near Basingstoke. It's alleged that pollution contaminated a nearby stream which killed a cow and threatened other animals. It's claimed the British Rail batteries fell into the ditch after workmen had completed repairs to the nearby London to Bournemouth line. 3,000 pieces of the original masonry from Salisbury Cathedral have been sold around the world, raising £20,000 for the restoration appeal. Many have been shaped into paperweights and sold to the USA. They've also found their way to Alaska, the Philippines and even Christmas Island. And that's all the TVS News for the moment. We'll be back with Coast to Coast at 6.
Weather now, and it'll be dry at first tonight, with temperatures falling to 2 degrees Celsius by midnight, then cloud and rain pushing temperatures up by dawn. Tomorrow, dull and cloudy with rain at times, becoming generally dry by late afternoon. Temperature 11 degrees Celsius. Now it's back to Australia for more in the story of those sons and daughters.